No one ever sits you down and tells you this. They tell you to be kind, to provide, to show up and never stop giving. But here's what they don't say. You can give her your time, your loyalty, your life. And still, you might end up watching her walk away. Not because you weren't enough, but because you misunderstood the currency of feminine loyalty. She was never loyal to the work, only to the feeling. You remember the nights you stayed up working overtime just to pay for her dreams. You remembered her favorite flowers, her rough days, her small, silent hurts. You were the man who never let the world touch her unprotected. You showed love like you were building a house brick by brick every day. But one morning, she just drifted. And when you asked what changed, she had no clear answer. I'm confused. I feel off. I don't know. But here's the brutal truth. She didn't leave because of what you stopped doing. She left because of what she stopped feeling. See, a woman isn't loyal to your checklist of actions. She's loyal to the emotional current she feels in your presence. The pulse of polarity. The gravity of your masculine stillness. When that pulse fades, her loyalty evaporates with it. Most men love with logic. We count the things we've done. We think, I was good to her. That should matter. But a woman's body doesn't tally acts. It responds to energy. It's not about consistency. It's about how alive she feels when she's near you. You can give her safety. But if that safety feels like numbness, she won't stay. She needs a man who stirs her spirit, not just secures her surroundings. There was a time when love was slower. When people stayed, even when things grew still. When shared history meant more than the dopamine of something new. But now we live in a world addicted to speed. Fast love. Fast likes. Fast escapes. She's scrolling through a universe of new emotions every day. And if you stop being the one that moves her, someone else will. This isn't betrayal. It's conditioning. Her loyalty today isn't shaped by vows. It's shaped by velocity. And that's where monkey branching comes in. She won't let go of your hand until she sees another one stretched out in front of her. But once she feels that spark again, she'll swing. Not because she's cruel, but because her internal compass always points toward what stirs her emotions right now. James, a firefighter in his 60s, gave everything to a woman who'd lost her spark. He filled her life with comfort. And still, she left for a man across the country who wrote poetry. No stability. No security. Just a feeling. And that's all it took. At first, you thought your effort would save it. So you leaned in. You tried harder. You silenced your truth to keep the peace. You sacrificed your needs to protect hers. But instead of gratitude, you got distance. She stopped lighting up. She stopped reaching for you. You thought love was a negotiation. I give more, she stays. But the more you gave out of fear, the more she'd pull away. Because she doesn't feel what you do. She feels what you are. You were no longer grounded. You were adjusting to her moods, anticipating her storms. Offering yourself as a shelter when she needed to feel the mountain still standing tall. She doesn't want a man who shrinks. She wants a man who stays rooted. Who doesn't flinch when she's emotional. Who holds his truth like a lighthouse holds its light. Your service, when given from insecurity, becomes a burden. not a gift. Because what she needs isn't compliance. It's clarity. She once said she'd never leave. And she meant it in that moment. But you held on to those words like they were promises carved in stone. While she changed. Quietly. Unpredictably. That's because her words were never contracts. They were mirrors of the feelings she had right then. Men love literally. We hear "I love you" and believe it means forever. But to the feminine, love isn't a structure. It's a season. She meant it fully when she said it. But now, her body says otherwise. And you're left arguing with a ghost of emotion, trying to resurrect a version of her that no longer exists. Don't take her promises as gospel. Take her energy as truth. If she's pulling away, she already left. The body never lies. And her silence has said more than her vows ever could. You thought doing everything right would be enough. The flowers, the dinners, the gentle tone, the quiet sacrifices. But slowly, she faded. Less affection, less laughter, less life. You did everything for her. But somewhere along the way, you stopped being with her. Presence isn't about proximity. It's about energy. It's about holding yourself so fully that she feels grounded just by being near you. Not every problem needs solving. Not every silence needs softening. Sometimes, what stirs her most is your stillness. She needs to feel the man who won't disappear into devotion. Not the one who performs, but the one who embodies. The one who doesn't chase her emotions, but anchors them. That's what she remembers. That's what makes you unforgettable. So maybe this isn't a story of being left. Maybe it's a story of returning. To yourself. To the man who didn't need applause to know his value. To the version of you that once stood tall. Before you bent, broke, and buried your truth to hold onto love. You were never supposed to earn her loyalty with effort. You were supposed to inspire it with presence. Not with gifts, gestures, or apologies. But with the quiet, calm energy of a man who never forgets who he is. Let that be the lesson. Don't chase her feelings. Don't quote her words. Feel your center again. And live from there. Because the man who remains still in the storm is the one she'll never forget. If this message found you in a moment of silence, confusion, or clarity, type "still" in the comments to let others know you're walking this path too. Subscribe to MotiveLX to join this journey of masculine truth, emotional strength, and grounded wisdom. Your presence matters here. And it's time the world felt it again.